What's up, Tesla family? It's Ray J back with another video. And in this one, I want to break down what's happening with Tesla SPY in the overall markets. Just know that I am not a financial planner, so take nothing I'm saying as financial advice. Looking at Tesla, as you guys can tell, we're just bouncing off this trend line. And Tesla started a nice rally with two big pieces of news coming out. The first one is that Tesla has their new robotaxi app, which allows people to join a waitlist to once again test out the robotaxi. I think it's very, very cool, very, very awesome. This was quite bullish news. And then also, there's news that came out that Elon Musk has a new proposed pay package from Tesla. What's good about this is that it would incentivize Elon Musk to stay with the company for 7.5 to 10 years. And he could earn up to $1 trillion if he completes lots of milestones for Tesla. That's going to basically be including helping the share price gain a lot of value due to the improvements in their sales, the growth in the robotaxi, and to help Tesla in a lot of different ways. I did go over the specific details in my previous video. So for now, I think it's very, very awesome. One of the things they want him to do is help to achieve 1 million plus of the robo taxis, and then also I think other sources are saying over 20 million in sales. So that's, it may take years for Tesla to get there, but it does once again provide Elon Musk the incentive to do that. And he's going to be awarded shares, so it's not like he only gets the money if certain things happen. He'll still get rewarded because he's going to be rewarded the shares. They could reach a value of hundreds of billions, about $400 billion, putting his total net worth close to like $1 trillion if he does help Tesla's market cap hit $8.5 trillion, and if he helps Tesla grow in a lot of different ways. So it incentivizes him to stay with the company, and obviously shareholders really like that idea, and that's why the share price is up at least quite a bit right now. So if you want to be a bear, you want to see Tesla basically lose support at 347. If that fails us, we could be retesting 340. But as long as we're above 350, we could continue to push for 355 and 357. So there is upside potential. On top of this, we got non-farm payrolls, which was very weak, only 22,000 of those. Governmental payrolls and manufacturing payrolls were all below expectations, but the unemployment rate was at 4.3%. That was higher than what we were expecting. So we're getting low job creation and higher unemployment right now. That's going to incentivize the Fed to cut because of their dual mandate. Now there's a 100% chance that the Fed is going to cut, 92% chance we're going to get a 25 basis point cut, and about an 8% chance we get a 50 basis point cut from the Fed. So could this lead to a rally? I mean, the market did rally only to dump back down, but now it's trying to bounce again. Could try to bounce a bit, but keep in mind that President Trump is saying that he wants to increase tariffs on semiconductors because he wants to see production in the US. He's saying he's going to be putting a very substantial tariff, not that high, but fairly substantial, with the understanding that if they come into the country, if they're coming in building, planning to come in, there will not be a tariff. So that's what President Trump is saying so far. That's what he said. That's some important news. So what do I see for Tesla? Honestly, guys, we're still technically bullish. As you can tell, we're just making higher lows over and over again. And as long as we don't lose 347, I do think Tesla could attempt to continue. We might consolidate right over here for some time before we attempt to go a little higher for 355 to 357. And we'll see if we break out higher or not, but there is some upside potential, at least nonetheless. As far as SPY goes, we're still bouncing and making higher lows, but I am a little bit concerned about this because we do have some topping signals. So it might try to push a little higher to try to retest 650 next week. And we have to break the all-time high to continue. If we can't break that, there is a chance that this could start to pivot and start turning back down like this. So I do think this is very, very probable for SPY if we don't break 650 and we turn back down and eventually lose 647. So look for a temporary bounce and a dip back down. On the QQQ, we're trying to rebound here. We're looking for essentially 578 to 580. We need to break 580 to be really bullish. If we come short, we could still turn back down towards 570. The IWM, however, looks more bullish. As long as we don't lose 235, we're going to be favoring 238 to 240. ES is holding support right over here. As long as we don't end up losing basically 64.72, we're going to be favoring 6,500 or above. This may also temporarily push for the low 6,500s before we end up turning back down. For NQ, 23,800 could be coming. This may also be pushing a bit higher for 23,800. We're going to see if we reject or not. But there is some upside potential temporarily. But if we can't take out the highs, be careful with the QQQ and NQ because we also happen to have head and shoulders. And we have not been able to take out this high. So we might push a little bit and then turn back down if we get a rejection. Bitcoin, we're going to see how well this holds up. It might try to push for 113,000 next week, but we need to break this to break out higher. If we come short, this could just be a trap and we may just continue to consolidate for some time. And then for the QQQ, I forgot to mention, we also have a left shoulder head and then right shoulder. We were not able to take out the high. So if we kind of like push a bit towards like 578 and reject, this could just be a part of the right shoulder, and this could also still be bearish. So you want to be very careful with the triple Q. For Nvda, this may try to bounce and retest 169, but if President Trump announces tariffs on semiconductors, that could slow us down even more like this. So the chart could be looking something like this. So be very, very careful, guys, in case we do see further declines. Nvidia could bounce for 169 before potentially dipping lower. Tesla, like I said before, it might consolidate before trying to go for 355 to 358. There is still consolidation, some upside potential for the 350s. There is potential, in my personal opinion. Apple's holding up nicely as long as you don't end up losing 238, preferring consolidation than 242 as our potential targets. AMD is dipping right here. We're going to see if we get back above 154. If not, we're looking for 148. Coinbase is trying to bounce back up to about 304, and we'll see if we reject or not. There might be a temporary bounce coming next week. Amazon might pop and start dipping to like 230, and we'll see if we bounce off this or not, depending on the chip news. Right now, Meta is consolidating between 746 and 756. I do expect some consolidation, sideways price action. Google is going to be favoring 238 to 240, and Microsoft is favoring downside back down towards 490, and we'll see if we bounce off that. But there might be a little bit more downside because we are having the CEO selling a lot of shares. So the VIX might kind of like dip a bit as the market bounces, but then we're going to be watching to see if it bounces as the market gets a rejection. It's possible the market is about to pivot, so watch your levels just to be safe. With that being said, guys, sorry if this video is kind of rushed. I'm actually about to attend a wedding in a couple of hours, so I need to get ready right now. And I just wanted to make this video very quick. I'll be back tomorrow with another update. Until then, I wish you all nothing but the best. Enjoy life, guys. Do what you have to do and have a very, very awesome weekend. I'll be back tomorrow before market open. Sorry, there's no market open tomorrow. I'll be back tomorrow in the morning to give you guys another update. Until then, like I said before, I wish you all the best. Take care of yourselves and then watch for Tesla. We're trying to respect an uptrend. There is upside potential for the share price, in my personal opinion, if this trend can continue. So hopefully we see buyers stepping in and Tesla breaks and holds above 350. As long as that holds, we could be looking for more upside for 355 to 358 heading into next week. Tesla is very resilient, and I can't wait to see what other pieces of news come out next week. Until then, enjoy the weekend, guys. Have a good day, night, or evening, wherever you guys are around the world. And I'll be back very, very soon tomorrow. Thank you for listening, and peace out.